and what is the meaning of a perfect plan? A perfect plan is something which can take you to the fantasy island. Well begin is half done, not well planned. I'm not saying this. This is an ancient wisdom which says that you need to start something if you intend to complete it. Have you ever imagined that when somebody praises you, they say well done, well executed? They also say well planned, but only and only if your planning was successful. What does this mean? This means that planning itself is not sufficient. You need to start. And that's why it is said that well begin is half done. But in our software development industry, we do it in reverse order. We want our plans to be perfect, and we do multiple iteration to make sure that the plans are perfect. And what is the meaning of a perfect plan? A perfect plan is something which can take you to the fantasy island. Now, disclaimer, whatever I am talking only and only in the context of software development and software engineering. I know there are some industries where planning is of utmost importance. For example, if you talk about space shuttle rockets, you need to plan to the precision of even milliseconds. But you can do that because we know we have data which can tell us that under what circumstances, what will be the behavior of the system we are using. This is not true in software development industry. You don't know how much time it will take for one line to be written. Some developer, when they understand the problem, they can write, 10, 20, 30, even 100 lines in 10 minutes. Some, when they do not understand the problem completely, or if they are, writing some piece of code inside a complex system, already written complex system, they will be struggling to write, even 10 lines of code in 1 hour or so. So we do not have data. We don't know how much time some of the steps will take. And that's why in software development, iteration over iteration to do a perfect plan doesn't make any sense. Because we don't have that much data points, it's next to impossible to plan because you cannot even plan when somebody will take sick leave, when somebody will be transferred to some other department, somebody resigns, somebody new joins. You can't predict, these are the simpler things. There are many other things you can't even predict. Somebody's laptop is not working, the VPN connection or internet connection is not working. There are so many variables apart from the amount of, concentrated mind one needs to create a software. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying that don't do planning. Do your plan because you cannot start without planning. But instead of doing iteration over iteration on planning and coming up with a perfect plan which looks very similar to Fantasy Island, instead, whenever you get a feeling that your plan is approximately 60-70% okay or accurate, go ahead and begin because beginning is something that will give you confidence on your plan. I always say that if 7 out of 10 decisions are correct, we move forward instead of waiting for one perfect decision. And that's why I am saying that if you get a gut feeling about your plan that it is approximately 70%, you can make it out or it looks, reasonable or accurate, start. Instead of wasting time in repeated iteration of planning, begin. And that will help you to gain confidence on your plan or to change your plan if you are not able to gain the much needed confidence after starting onto your work. And that's why this ancient wisdom says that well begin is half done, not well planned. Do your planning, but make sure that give more importance to beginning after planning rather than criticizing or keep on working on planning. And why I am talking about this because it is also said that it is also an ancient wisdom that learn from your mistakes. But I don't know what is there in the software development industry or software engineering industry that every time we fail to work according to the plan, but we still plan, and to the extent where the plan looks like a fantasy island. I do hope and believe that we will change this way of working because this not only reduces the quality of the software, this also impacts the creativity of the software developers. I do hope and believe that you understood my points. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. We will meet again. Until the next time we meet, good day, goodbye. You take care.